What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Kyiv is bracing for an assault as a Russian military convoy continues to close in on the Ukrainian capital. Earlier on Tuesday, a huge missile destroyed the central square of the country's second largest city, Kharkiv. As Louise Watt reports, across Ukraine, civilians are huddling in shelters and basements.
A maternity ward in a bomb shelter. Along with many others, these new mothers are taking cover underneath Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, which has seen some of the heaviest fighting so far in this conflict. On Monday, residential areas were shelled repeatedly. Homes ruined. This resident has been sheltering with her family and friends.
Пятые сутки мы находимся здесь в подвале, очень сильно переживаем, очень сильно страшно. С нами находятся маленькие дети, с нами находятся пожилые люди. Собственно говоря, очень страшно.
Despite Moscow's assertions it is not targeting civilians, it has bombed homes, schools and hospitals. Ukraine's ambassador to the United States has also accused Russia of using a vacuum bomb, a weapon that sucks in oxygen to create a high-temperature explosion capable of vaporizing human bodies.
The devastation that Russia is trying to inflict on Ukraine is large, but we Ukrainians will resist. We are defending our home. We do not have any other option. We will not get tired. We will not stop. We will not surrender.
On Monday, Ukraine officially applied to join the European Union, with its president imploring the regional body to demonstrate its expressions of support by granting the besieged country immediate accession.
Ми вдячні партнерам за те, що вони поряд з нами. Але наша мета – бути разом з усіма європейцями. І головне – бути на рівних. Я впевнений, що це справедливо. Я впевнений, що ми на це заслужили. Я впевнений, що все це можливо.
EU nations imposed sweeping sanctions on Russia, which is finding itself increasingly isolated internationally. Russian President Putin called the West an empire of lies. His forces are closing in on the capital, Kyiv, a military convoy more than 60 kilometers long. Talks in Belarus on Monday between Ukraine and Russia yielded an agreement to keep talking. But as they wrapped up, several blasts were heard in Kyiv. Hospitals here, too, have moved their patients underground. Medical staff have also been treating civilians, including children, injured in the conflict. Patrick Chen and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
Protesters delivered a petition to Moscow's representative office in Taipei on Tuesday, condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The demonstration, the latest in a series, was organized in collaboration with several Taiwanese civic groups. James Chater has more.
Shame on Russia! Shame on Russia! Shame on Russia! Shame on Russia!
A hand-delivered message of condemnation. Taiwanese civil society groups and Ukrainians gathered outside Moscow's representative office in Taipei to protest Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It's the latest in a string of demonstrations in Taiwan against Russia's actions, as the international chorus condemning Moscow grows louder.
We hear that all world right now praying for us. But we don't need right now pray. Pray is not enough. We need to fight. We need to fight back and stick together.
The petition delivered to Russia's de facto embassy demands a halt to aggression, but demonstrators also called on business and economic ties with Russia to be severed.
If you want to support right now, we need donation. It's just the most powerful thing what Taiwanese people can do for Ukraine
and
right now.
Stop all business with Russia is possible, because that money...
Yeah, it's like bullet for our soldier, to kill our people, civilians,
for our kids. It's bombs for our kids. This money paying for the murders.
Believe in Ukrainian army! Believe in Ukrainian army! Fight!
Behind this demonstration were several Taiwanese civil society groups. They called on the Taiwanese government to do more to protect Ukrainians currently in Taiwan. While protesters emphasized the differences between Ukraine and Chinese threats to Taiwan, they said Russia's invasion was a potent reminder of the danger posed by authoritarian regimes worldwide.
So I think it's very important for Taiwanese and Hong Kongese to know that, and also learn from the Ukrainian how to stand in front of such a huge enemy and never give up.
But the global ripples of this conflict are being felt on the streets of Taipei. Nikita, a Ukrainian living in Taiwan for 4 years, brought images of his home city, Kharkiv, being shelled on Monday.
I want to show who is Putin, and I want to show for all world what happens in my country, and I believe this stop and people stop dying.
As Russian forces bear down on Kyiv, Taiwan civil society made clear it is standing with Ukraine. Damon Lin, Ken Ning, and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
A delegation of former top United States security officials is visiting Taipei. Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu was waiting on the tarmac of Songshan Airport to greet the delegation on Tuesday afternoon. A Taiwan government spokesperson says the group will meet with President Tsai Ing-wen Wednesday to discuss U.S.-Taiwan relations and regional peace and stability. The two-day visit is seen as a show of support to Taiwan, though no direct link has been made to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. At the head of the delegation is Mike Mullen, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranking officer in the U.S. military. He served under former Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama. Also traveling with the delegation are former Deputy National Security Advisor Megan O'Sullivan and former Undersecretary of Defense Michelle Flournoy. Taiwan reported 44 cases of COVID-19 on Tuesday, including 4 local infections. With the pandemic under control, the government is easing some COVID-19 restrictions. These include a loosening of country's mask mandates when exercising and allowing people to sample food at malls and markets and consume food and drink on public transport. While it's good news for most, Taoyuan remains on high alert after cluster infections at 3 schools in the northern city. Streets and roads were disinfected over the weekend to help prevent the spread of the virus. The Taiwan Lantern Festival has wrapped up. The closing ceremony of the event was held in Kaohsiung Monday night. Kaohsiung Mayor Chen Qimai handed over the symbolic lantern to next year's host, Taipei City. Reporter Erika Liu takes a look.
Going out with a bang. The Taiwan Lantern Festival held its closing ceremony Monday night, concluding 2 weeks of festivities in the southern port city of Kaohsiung. Through its run, the festival attracted huge crowds of visitors from all over the country to enjoy the lanterns and the innovative drone shows.
当无人机起飞，灯光映在爱河湾的时候，感受到作为一个高雄人的幸福。
At the ceremony, Kaohsiung Mayor Chen Qimai passed on a symbolic lantern to Taipei Deputy Mayor Tsai Bing-kun. The capital will host the Taiwan Lantern Festival next year for the first time in 23 years. The Taipei government has already released a video to promote the 2023 event.
我们将以光源未来作为主题。
With the Kaohsiung event over, all eyes are turning to Taipei for an even brighter festival next year. Asnaya Zhou and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
The new Taipei City Wanjingshi Marathon is celebrating its 20th year with a special exhibition. At City Hall in Banqiao, visitors can have a go at a mini version of the iconic race route, which winds its way along Taiwan's northeast coast. New Taipei City Mayor Hou You-yi opened the exhibition, which also features a Hall of Fame of past competitors. The marathon is the first and only race in Taiwan to gain a silver label from World Athletics, the international governing body for athletics and running events. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Erika Liu. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with footage of some cute pandas at the Taipei Zoo that are on a diet to lose weight. Take care and see you next time.